and Barisha that drove that car, they will surely know what's going Mohbad. But they were lying and the police are not doing their job. Because Darisha, some people will still argue that it's not Darisha.
Very, very wicked. People are very wicked. People are saying, "Oh, why would they say we make my Mohbad? Why can Wunmi single-handedly handle Mohbad?" And I was just looking at people that, come on, man, what are you talking about? Must you be able to? Is it only when you were able to single-handedly handle your husband? I want to see several situations where a man and a male and a female are having in the fixed fight. And
may I interrupt you again? Bossman, right, may I interrupt you again? Please. A desperate woman who has found out that her husband have detected that the child they are both with it doesn't belong to him, and who knows that if tomorrow day breaks and this guy is still perfectly alive, that Wala is going to shell it. And a woman that we all of us have seen that is a very violent person can do and undo anything. She may have, well, I wouldn't want to say she got lucky. She may have struck him. From all indication, why would they rush out in the middle of the night?
Thank you very much, Sakuma. Sakuma, you are just Sakuma. You are blowing my head today. You are really blowing my head today. So you have all this fact, and then why are we here today? But the fact is that I just want us to remain a bit transparent without trying to nail with me. Just say it the way it is. The mobile debt is not what do you call it? It's not remember that name again. It's not
it's not premeditated.
Meditated, yes, not premeditated.
I disagree.
Hold on, sir. Let me land, sir. The issue that happened with me, according to me, I stand to be corrected. Like I said, I stand to be corrected. So according to me, I don't think it was premeditated. It was a mistake. To me, they were having a fight in the house. They were arguing over paternity or no paternity or over anything because there was an altercation in the car, and when they got home, the altercation continued. Probably they separated them several times and all stuff like that. But Mobile went to his room, and he went to go and meet him in his room, and then they started an argument which leaded to a fist for battle fighting. The people in the house, they are used to them having arguments so loud that they thought it was going to be the same thing. But at this point in time, it got into Mobile was intoxicated at the show because he was drinking that drink. So ultimately, yes, so he was really blazing, and then they were engaged in a fight, and probably was beating up Wunmi. Wunmi picked up something and hit him on the head, and Mobile collapsed. He didn't die instantly.
Bossman, let me tell you why it was premeditated. Please indulge me. Now, on their way, according to the driver, when they left, what's his name? The guy who was selling
the drink. When they left the show.
No, before they left the show. It was when Mohbad went to the house and they went to buy something. When Mohbad came back out, the driver said he doesn't know. But that was when Mohbad mood changed and things changed. And the shouting and fighting started. And Mohbad went to do the show. That I believe, and that is my allegation, that it was meditated by somebody while Mohbad was performing.
Okay, and now finish, sir. Go ahead. Right now.
That person, my allegation, is no other than Wunmi, because Mohbad has found out either at that house that Mohbad went or through an informant that child doesn't belong to him. and wahala started. I watched that Mohbad last performance, and I can detect some hesitation in him, and I can detect that this guy was disturbed. And it is he performed for at least 1 hour, and it is enough for anybody to premeditate anything. And now, if you now say it's not premeditated, now all the events that happens after that may suggest that it could be accidental. The iron, whatever, aluminium rail that got broken, that, what's her name, confirmed that is not straightening. The situation that they said that they have talked to Baba Mohbad, and all that stuff.
Sakuma. Sorry, sir. You know when somebody is drunk, like he's drunk, they can push him off the stairs.
Easily.
That could be right.
Bossman, very wicked lady. Very wicked lady, Bossman. I want you to understand something. You have caught me. You are going to tell our parents that Sakuma Jeroje. And I'm doing everything to avoid you to tell our parents that I've taken chicken in the pot. Anything, it has become a premeditated at that time. It wasn't a spontaneous, it wasn't a mistake. Look at the time they left the house, that they went to pick up the guy that did I don't know why his name is forsaking me now, that did the promotion. And they went in entourage. It was when Mohbad came back out from that house and entered the car that he started getting angry. All the way to doing the show and coming back after the show, all the wahala. You see, Mohbad has known something, and Mohbad was worried that who did this. Unfortunately, Prime Boy, Ote Mohbad Nibiewo. Look, I've already known that this lady was lying to me. I went through the situation very recently, and I know how I feel. Even though my own wasn't Ogbomali Wabami yet, it was swindling, it was pretentious and scamming. But the moment, that very moment, Mohbad is rightfully to be angry. And that very moment also, the culprit is also, able to be angry and to want to, all the things that everybody, about 2 or 3 people corroborated it, that Wunmi was saying, I will ruin your career, I will do this and that. Wunmi, we haven't met her, but we know from what message she related to Baba Mohbad that she's violent. All the way she talks and everything.
We saw evidence about now she having the attribute of being violent. You single-handedly undo the people that came to bust them in the house of
my Bossman. So imagine somebody like that who knows that the end is about to clear on her. Why Mohbad was playing, and she knows she has everything. Mohbad money is with her. If it's not with her, it's with her mother. Everything about Mohbad is with her.
Sakuma.
Please, it doesn't take a genius. I don't have to be Sherlock Holmes before I put this story together. I don't know why police are...
So you are thinking that everything is premeditated? I mean, you think that everything is planned?
I am staying with that. I'm sticking with that. I'm sticking with that very much.
Me, I feel like it was a mistake, and
so it was premeditated from the time they left to go to the concert, all the way from the concert. This thing was happening fast. Mohbad was getting angry. Yes, sir.
Do you know why I said everything wasn't premeditated? I stand to be corrected, everyone. When I said I stand to be corrected, I'm just telling you I'm trying to be corrected. Like I said, I'm just trying to be very careful with what I say.
Let me remind you of something. Let me remind you of, there was a video or a voice note that was played that Wunmi was telling her sister that she doesn't want people to think I'm the one that killed him. Remember that? I listened to that. I listened to their voice very well. Why would anybody be thinking I'm the one that killed my wife when I wasn't thinking about it? All he was happening to him was he was having some mental issue. Allegedly. It's not even true. Because people that are in his kingdom, I would say, Davido and the rest of them, they are, you see, their mentality is different from ours. They have been blessed with something, and it rings on them all the time. Why would you at that time be thinking that people would think you are the one that killed her? So that is why, and plus more things that I know that I'm not obliged to give, that it is a premeditated action.
You could be right,
Whether it went out,
Mr. Sakura.
whether it went
You are right.
the way they planned, I don't know. But it was a premeditated action.
So the reason why I'm saying my own that is, I think is accidental is because the issue in the house, we've been hearing a lot of rumors, a lot of people talking about it. But after speaking to spending, there are some people, do you know this? There are some people in the house that are also talking to other people too. All right. But we're not going to go into the integrity of all those things where that also corroborated to what spending have said in the past, especially the person that sent a call, a voice note to BJC and some other things. Now, sir.
Bossman, before you continue, let me give you a warning. I will advise you not to base your facts on anything anybody inside that house says. Especially
I know it's not. See, Sakuma, I am not. Sakuma, I am not based. There are some things that we've ruled out, but there are some facts that was actually said. There are some things that we ruled out already. Sakuma, we know that there are some things that was already that's already ruled out, but there are some facts. Okay, there are some facts that's why I said there are some other things that corroborated to what was said before. All right, nobody knew that something happened on the bridge. But something happened on the bridge. Nobody knew that there was a fight on the way back home, which we've been talking right from the day that we've been talking about this in 2023.
That is why I don't believe the
driver. The driver said he don't mention anything happening on the bridge. According to the driver, he never mentioned the bridge. So.
The driver was also reading a script. I can tell you that.
No, Sakuma, no. You see, Sakuma, Sherry, I'm also no driver said the truth. And you'll be surprised that there are some things that the driver has not even said. But I just said, me, I don't want to talk about the driver. I don't want to talk further about the driver.
Is there any time they asked them, one of them in the corona inquest, how many are you in that car?
I was never in a corona inquest. I'm only holding on to because we discovered that.
About the script. The corona inquest.
The CTC. See, the only CTC that we have is the CTC of Baba Mohbad, Iya Mohbad, Darusha. I mean, DJ Bami. That was all. Wunmi and Adura. Others, nobody has any other whatever.
CTC. Do you know why I believe?
You're making a lot of sense. You're making a lot of sense.
Darusha played a big role and he was more than a bad. If truly they asked him, how many are you in that car? And who are we? You know, they never bring Darusha to the corona inquest until this guy petitioned him about for the embalming. They never bring him. Or did they bring him apart from the embalming case? They don't charge Darusha for anything than the embalming case. But yeah.
Very wicked lady. See, what I want to say to you is that, according to me, maybe Comrade Mose and some other people in my team, we don't believe in anything in the CTC. I keep saying that there are a lot of 70% discrepancies in the CTC. And whenever in the CTC does not rule out the Lagos State Police, and Officer Muhammad, the one that was in charge of Mohbad case, they messed up this case of Mohbad. I keep saying it. And he's going to be indicted into this because he messed up, he allowed us to be here where we are today. The guy with the walking stick, Muhammad, and I know that African TV knows him very well. Because I know that I heard that they do talk when they go to Lantif. He was the one who messed up the case. And in Nigeria, anything can happen. Whoever carry case to police is the one that owns the police. It was the Wunmi and Falana that took the case to the police. Okay? So whatever they take the police will take their side. And I'm putting it to you again. Not the Nigerian police, the Lagos State Police indicted in this case of justice for Mohbad. And I'm saying it, take it anywhere. Record it and go and get it. I'm very sure that I also say hearing it right now.
Bossman, sorry for interjecting one more time. For them to hide Darusha from that car, it is a big thing. And for them not to invite Darusha at all, if not because somebody among the public petition pool for the embalming. And do you now know what made this case so fucked up is about? When Darusha now got to the embalming case in the coroner inquest, Darusha now implicates Baba. Baba was the one that ordered the embalming. That means Baba is there when they were embalming Mohbad. And Baba and Sanshit, and Baba and Sanshit, they never debunked that thing today. Baba
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
That stress.
Very okay, lady. Thank you for bringing up this topic again. You see, this topic you brought, some people that were there left justice for Mohbad, realizing that Baba Mohbad died. Some people left justice for Mohbad when they confirmed that Baba Mohbad lied in that part. Because we've been busy fighting, blah, blah. That day, when they invited, I guess, they taught Baba Mohbad and Yam Mohbad, Darusha, and Dadura to Zone 2 of Panti. And they were asking them questions. Darusha looked at Baba Mohbad's face like this and was saying some things to Baba Mohbad and he could not respond. And those people there was like, but you cannot talk back now. Even Darusha came to the coroner inquest. And all what he said there to Baba Mohbad's face, Shitu could not, to date, he has not debunked that. Baba has come out multiple times on her. He's yet to debunk whatever Darusha said. So are you trying to tell us that whatever Darusha said that very day was actually right? Because he was roping Baba Mohbad to their dealings. And till date, Baba Mohbad has not said anything about it, including the son that they hired. Now, the reason why I'm saying that the thing could not be, I don't think it's actually premeditated, is that it's not to be corrected. After the fight, they hear something, when you're whipping, you think how can Wunmi, where Wunmi is, how can he handle whole mafia? See, you can be fighting another person. You are beating me, that you are beating me doesn't mean that you are going to be the one to win the fight. I can decide to see a stick or a small stone and hit it on another part of your head. And you will go down. You will collapse. Yeah. So it's not about, Wunmi is fit. How can Wunmi undo Mohbad? You can use something as a weapon, hit it on the person's head, and it collapses and they try to resuscitate Mohbad.
Especially when you are desperate. Bossman, especially when you are desperate. When your ass is about to be exposed.
Sakuma. Me, I am trying to be so being transparent and I'm gonna try to play in the middle. Okay? I don't want to feel attack on. I'm trying to also consider the Wunmi side. I'm trying to also picture what could actually happen in the house.
Make me talk.
What it is. That is what me I'm picturing it. I don't want to talk so deep that I don't want to talk about that. But what I think happened is that they were having a fight in the house. The people downstairs thought it was as a normal, usual thing. And maybe Mohbad was the one beating. And at the point when we tried to rescue herself and she used something to hit Mohbad's head and Mohbad went down. So that's what I think happened. Because after Mohbad went down, he collapsed. Maybe that was a reason. These things I've talked about it before the driver even came out to the inquest. Okay? Maybe that was the reason. So when the driver now came out to say something that I know before, that maybe that was the reason why they quickly rushing out to get a pharmacy, a nurse. And I'm telling you today, it was because of the fight with Mohbad and Wunmi, and it was because of what happened to the Mohbad, while he was in the fight, was having a fight with Wunmi, that made them to need a nurse.
And that was why I am not even stressing myself in asking these people questions. They will not tell you, they will just be telling you, I don't want to answer. I don't want to. Kukuma, make them, just leave them. They work out, they enjoy. Because they
Sakuma,
think we are fools.
yeah,
They
do you
think
agree
people are
that
not doing
the
their
Lagos
own
State
business.
Police indicted in this case of mobile, yes or no?
Yes or no?
And no matter how the police in Lagos State,
Could you repeat the question? I want to answer
so
it.
do you agree with me that the Lagos State, I'm not saying the Nigerian police, so I'm saying the Lagos State Police are actually indicted in this eye of Mohbad?
I will say the IPO that was assigned this case is easily and should be gradually indicted, because as an IPO, probably a sergeant or so, when you get after he was dug up 9 days after, and Lagos State government said you should investigate, that they believe is homicide. As an IPO that I know that should be investigating homicide, when you get to the house where they said Mohbad by, the first thing you do is seal up the house, let everybody go out.
Thank you very much. And the house was not sealed.
Please. Well, the only reason you will let people stay there if they don't have any alternative, and you won't even let them stay there, because Lagos State government have indicted you to find the cause of death of this man. It should be sealed up. So I will not indict Lagos State Police. I will not even indict Panti. I will indict the IPO. He really messed up the case.
All right. And are you aware, Sakuma, are you aware that they have closed the case of Mohbad in Panti since last year, 2024? Are you aware of that?
I
Mohbad
am
case
not.
have been closed.
I am not aware of that, but I won't be surprised so long as it is that IPO. Is it not the same IPO that Rofandu allegedly Prime Boy?
Prime Boy, Mohammed,
It is the
right?
same IPO.
The one on
It is the same
using
IPO.
crutches.
And an IPO who is a sergeant or higher that doesn't know the first thing you do when you are investigating an homicide is to seal off
Sakuma,
where that person died.
Sakuma, do you know the reason why they quickly want to quickly take spending and the nurse, take them to the high court, to the main court for trial? They're playing games because they know that something is going on.
Because they know if those two have good lawyers, which they're going to strike it out. I am not a lawyer, but I've seen so many loopholes that it's going to be difficult to convict those two. And those two will not be mumu unless somebody, and they have allegedly said the nurse have pleaded guilty. Allegedly, I'm not, it's not an open court. If the nurse has pleaded guilty, that means she has a lawyer and they have been a plea bargain at the expense of Mohbad. And that is not going to be good if it is true.
All right, Sakuma, do you know that there's a reason why the Lagos State Police transferred the case to the DPP, and there's a reason why they quickly want to charge spending and the nurse. They wanted to go on trial because they're trying to cover up their own tracks. Because like I'm putting it to you today, I don't stand to be corrected. The police in Lagos State, I don't care if it's the IPO or no freaking IPO, Yusuf Iwan, Mohammed Yusuf, or whatever his name is. They are indicted in this case of Mohbad. And there was a reason why they went there. Like I keep saying that whenever the government or the government parastatals are involved in all those things, you need, or you're having issues with them, you have to be one step ahead of them. They want to cover up their tracks. Okay, go ahead.
Let me contradict you. Knowing what I know about police and knowing so many police officers, retired and serving, I will not indict Lagos State Police. That is why I will indict the IPO. in any case that you want to handle in Lagos State, that is why I'm praying that I will start my series soon about the system in Nigeria. The IPO has a lot of power. It's whatever he or she tell his boss that they are going to mostly listen to. They expect him to direct them, unless it's contradictory. I am presently involved in a case that somebody is trying to direct against me, and the bosses are asking questions, and it's not all going well.
Sakuma.
Although it's not the IPO. So the IPO has a lot of power. So I will not indict the Lagos State or the police, because everybody have their section.
Okay.
So I will easily indict the IPO for not doing a good job.
Sakuma, do you agree with me that Mohbad case is beyond Lagos State? Do you agree with me? It's a national case. Do you agree with me? And the case of Mohbad is one of the top cases in Nigeria right now. People are really dying to know. You disagree? Okay. Go ahead. Give me your reasons. Give me your reason.
Why I disagree is that, you see, what's his name? That guy in Ibadan didn't get out for nothing. Brekete didn't get out for nothing. You see, if there's a solid defense, or there's a solid questioning of Mohbad's death, even the IPO will have sat straight. You see, they are all listening. They are probably here listening, or somebody is listening. So
they are here. That's why Sakuma. That's why I said don't give them any reason to think about it. Sakuma,
let me. I will find it difficult because I know police system and I know Nigerian system. I know there may be somebody backing somebody, and I know where they will go. I am employing on Mohbad. I know his spirit is around to expose them, but I'm not going to indict Lagos State Police, and I'm not going to say it's the federal police that can do it. Trust me.
Sakuma.
Let me handle. If the person who is backing the person has power all the way to the federal, they will use it. So I am only have the ability to indict the IPO that you have not done a thorough job. A job you should have done at the beginning. What you were trained to do. This is not a buy and sell issue. This is not a theft issue. This is a life issue. That people shouted and they make Lagos State governor to order Mohbad to be exhumed. And if a whole Lagos State government, no wonder he was angry that day. The journalist was asking him, if a whole Lagos State government signed a paper that go and exhume this guy's body, you that was assigned the case should know better. You should have done what is required of you, what you were trained to do. Sin of a crime must be barricaded at all costs so that you can do a proper investigation. Right now, I'm not passing IPO. I'm still sticking with, because I don't know much information about it.
So, Sakuma, I can be real questions. Who is the IPO working for? He's working for an organization.
No, he's working for government. It's not an organization. He's working for the government.
So, a parastatal, right? Okay, cool. Now, the IPO, I'd ask you a question the other time, that do you agree that a mobile case is one of the toughest cases in Nigeria? You said no. Because right now, one of the cases to your full government long say is no other case but mobile case. No full government saying, and people are not really backing down. The fact that, according to what he just said, after they exhumed the body of Mohbad, they did not barricade the house, they did not do the necessary investigation that they're supposed to have done. and I'm putting it to you, and I'm challenging the Lagos State Police to come and prove me wrong that they did any investigation on Mohbad's case. They only collected statements from all these people. Hold on, please. Hold on.
Sorry, Bossman. Sakuma, please. Sakuma, are you there? Sakuma, on mute. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
So, Sakuma, you remember that that policeman that gave us the preliminary report? I don't know what they call her.
Yes.
Is that man still alive?
No, yes, he's still alive. I guess he was. They dismissed him. I guess he was already dismissed from the force.
I think he was allegedly. I would say. I think he was retired, but I don't know. But
I don't think he was retired. I said it was really. It was disgraced. It was dismissed. I guess.
Okay, was dismissed. The rambling that he came to ramble about is nothing but lies, because Mohbad was not bleeding profusely, because he didn't show us a glass of the Prado very well that was it. Where was Mohbad bleeding profusely? There were so many statements that he made that is on YouTube, if anybody wants to listen to it, that is not being corroborated properly. And if he was dismissed, I'm not going to be surprised. Because
no, it was not dismissed because of Mohbad case. There's other accumulated stuff that he did that there was caught.
I didn't say that. Listen to what I say. I said if he was dismissed, I'm not going to pity him. I didn't say he was dismissed because of
okay.
I am saying dismissed. That, yes, if he was dismissed, then Mohbad spirit is acting, because all he said was rubbish. There was no profusous bleeding. Yeah, because we saw the mark. The mark we saw was not profusely. And that is why I am hanging on my submission that it was a premeditated. The only thing that I haven't found, that I'm still hoping that I will find, is that what really killed. I'm not supposed to say that. What really piped Mohbad?
Those people in the car, they know what piped Mohbad.
Is it the injection, or there is something else?
Sakuma, yes. Sir. Injection did not pipe Mohbad. I don't think so. It was the fight between Mohbad and his girl that piped Mohbad. Now, what I do not know is that hold on, sir. Before you go on, they came home around 1:30. Around 2:30, they rush out, asking the driver to come and drive them to find. That is when they're trying to. Hold on. That was when they're trying to ask the driver to move so that they can buy stuff. Before the driver parked, when they were going out, the driver was telling Wunmi, don't go and fight him when you get to the house. Why was he saying that? Because he has seen how they were fighting in the car, that he was holding Mohbad to the right. Exactly.
That is enough for me to be premeditated.
Okay,
the time factor is not that long. Okay, that when they went up, somebody is lying that they were not. Everybody went to sleep. No, Mohbad never came out. He said, Adura said, if anybody says they see my brother 12 o'clock on Monday, they are lying. All these things, you add it up.
I did not. That statement has been said so many times. I tried to find that statement in the CTC. That's what you just mean, that they are lying. I did not see that in the CTC. I stand to be corrected. I tried to look for that.
Allegedly.
Because I go to my phone now. I only saw that when I was looking for that. The only thing I saw there was that Adura claimed that he knew someone on Tuesday. Adura claimed that he still saw Mohbad on Tuesday morning around 12. That is where he's going to get indicted. All right? If Mohbad died on Monday, he has indicted himself.
But anything, no. Ade West did not even come to Corona inquest at all.
Wow. Yeah, to do no very wicked lady. Now, the fact I said that I don't think it was premeditated is that I'm trying to just be in the middle. Now, take a look at this now. Sakuma. They were having altercation in the car. The driver separated them, and one Wunmi not to continue with the fight. But when they got back home, there was a fight back home. Like while they were fighting, something happened to Mobile. Probably something where you were fighting, you pick up something, you hit him on Mobile's head, he collapsed. But something happened to him. They're trying to resuscitate that guy, and that's why we're looking for means to go to a clinic. Maybe he was bleeding because they were in a rush trying to save him. His life. They make an attempt to save him. And of course, it happened in the middle of the night because they got home around 1:30 a.m. Between 1:30 a.m. or 2 a.m. on Monday morning. On Monday morning. So I don't think he actually planned. I think to be transparent, I think it was a fight. Mohbad didn't know, or Mohbad and the next thing she had to save herself because she was also in a range. Mohbad was intoxicated because Mohbad was just coming from the party. Because even spending Prime Boy also confirmed on the show at the backstage. One more tea. All right, one party Mohbad to you. So anything because when they were going to the show, they were even arguing on the way back. I mean, from the house to the show. All right, but because it was still normal, it was continuing. It was cool. But after he came back from stage, he was intoxicated and all stuff like that. So anything rubbish coming from Wunmi, of course, is going to go haywire. So I think when they were having that fight, Wunmi tried to save herself in the middle of the fight, and she just picked up something and hit Mohbad, and then he went down. And they tried to save him. That was why they were looking for a clinic. They're looking for a nurse to come to the house to treat him. And maybe that is why I said I can never forgive Weston for not allowing me to finish up that part. I can never forgive that guy because it messed things up for me out of jealousy and game and all stuff like that. Because we could have asked one more question or two more questions that could have led to all these things. He didn't let us finish it, and that's how it ended. And I will never forgive him. So, but because he said he collapsed. So when he collapsed, what happened to him? Did he die? If Mohbad collapsed, why did they rush out? And when the driver came out, the driver in the inquest gave me more insight that, okay, they actually came to knock on the Windows door, and he confirmed that truly they came out, which corroborated what Spending said back in 2023. That they came to knock on this Windows door, that Alpha medication, and they went to get some medication, thinking that they can cover up, but we don't know if he died instantly or did not die instantly. But this is 2025. Well, I've got to find out that Mohbad is going to get justice. And I'm so sorry. I think I've said a lot of things here, and there's a lot that I'm not really permitted to say right here. But the Mohbad case is a very blood thing. Like I said, the police in Lagos State, so far that IPO Yusuf is who is the police, they represent the federal or the state. They're all indicted because even the police, the guy that came to do the preliminary report that they gave, they did that in October 2023. Till now, we've not concluded this case, so it's still half done. They are still doing investigation. In whole 2024, they have not even answered to the public, the citizens, to give us, okay, what is the conclusion of your investigation? They did not do nothing. I am putting it to you, Sakuma. The Lagos State or wherever, they have not conducted any investigation on Mohbad case. They didn't. They didn't sell the house. They're not selling the house and allowing those victims to still stay in the house as indicted the police. I don't care IPO or no IPO. The Lagos State, that is the state where Mohbad passed. They are aware that of this case. The governor cannot say that he's not aware. He is totally aware of it. Due to all these things, they have indicted themselves. They are aware that the public have been they've been protests on social media. They've been protests on social media, and they've been going to the coroner inquest. They are aware of that. Let the IPO Yusuf or the Lagos State Police but and show me any file or case file where they claim that investigation was conducted by them. And that's just the way it is. IPO Yusuf is going to be more indicted. The Lagos State Police are going to be indicted. I'm telling you that the Lagos State is aware of Mohbad case because it was them that actually took Mohbad case to the case of Mohbad was taken to Berekete, which make it to be national. Everybody's aware of that. The IPO of police was falling to Berekete's show. The PRO of police, Miwa, was falling to Berekete's show. They are aware. The Minister of Information was aware of this case, and then they said that they transferred the case to the specimen of Mohbad to abroad, and then part of the toxicology. The toxicology was taken abroad. The toxicology was taken abroad. The whatever was taken was done in Lutz. All right. So all the stories here, it has put the whole thing together that the police of Lagos State, they are aware of all these things and they are indicted on all these things. To cut the story short, there is no investigation done by this set of people, and they are indicted. According to you, they are indicted. Do you know that the Lagos State Police can be sued? They can be sued on their own. Let's forget about justice for Mohbad thing. We can sue them for messing up this case, for they not doing the right thing. Where in the world that there's going to be a crime since to date, the Lagos State Police have not agreed that there was not, according to them, they are not even aware that there was an altercation on the way. They are not even aware that there was an hold on. Bossman. They are not even aware that there was an altercation on their way back home. The police still are not aware that there was a fight at Mohbad's house. In Mohbad's house, the police of Lagos, they are not aware that there was a fight in Mohbad's house. They are not aware that there was an altercation on the way back home. So what are we talking about? Is the public that found out all these things?
And that was why I think Baba Mohbad should have sued them instead of saying instead of suing the DPP that we don't want court inside court, any court. Instead of you to just slam them a big lawsuit, what you are doing with the DPP is working, we don't let the corona finish, blah, 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 like that. It is. And I hope now, as at now, we all have believed that Dawisha was the one that killed that car. And why was Ade West not a petition Ade West? In fact,